What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 7 of Modern Fitness. I'm going to show you how to balance work life and get a couple workouts in after you have a 8, 10, 12 hour shift. You know what I'm saying? You got to put in that work every day. You got to continue to build upon yourself and try to be the best person you can be, because in this fight, man, against gravity, we have a force that's constantly weighing down on us. That force isn't your enemy. It's just like nature, man. I mean, you gotta understand. You gotta be able to hold up and withstand your force against nature, bro. Like, you gotta work in one with nature. If I could over describe the constant fight against gravity. So what is the fight against gravity, and what does that look like, as someone that's working out? So as you age, your various joints, as well as your musculars, as well as your skeletal structure, will deteriorate in strength, and you'll want to reduce as much shock and force load on it as possible. Unfortunately, a lot of us work for a living, so I mean, no matter what, we're gonna get 8 to 10 to 12 hours of constant shock. So the hypertrophic methods that I'm developing for this series, it deals with getting that same pump pretty much without putting unnecessary load on your joints, stimulating muscles around the joints, to fight aging, fight longevity. You know what I'm saying? The human body, based off the BMI scale, it's at my height right now, I'm supposed to be 150 pounds, 189 pounds, 150 to 189 pounds. You know what I'm saying? I'm a really muscular dude, but once again, I'm holding on to a lot more than what my body was technically designed to carry. So to fight that, I stimulate the muscles around my joints to help mitigate the what's called. I'm about to sign into this gym now. Now, in our fight against aging, as well as stimulating the muscles that will keep your joints from deteriorating as fast, and overall extend your life, we have deadlifts to hang cleans. You know what I'm saying? These aren't your grandma's deadlifts or whatever. You know what I'm saying? This requires a little bit more of a finesse and a circular motion. This works your entire core and the lower back. What the fuck gravity gonna do to a nigga like me? What they gonna do to you if you do it like me? Back to a dumbbell circuit. I always recommend, you feel the sensation, you need to take a piss, go take a piss while you work out. It's better in the toilet than in your shirt. Bare minimum up by your shoulders, yep. strong enough to fly if I would move my arms fast enough. As men, our strength is in our upper body and our core. You want this shit to look like a upside down Dorito. I'm gonna have a episode for ladies and like y'all work out soon and shit. I notice there is a lot of demand. Just follow along for the ab workouts and shit. I'm gonna get y'all right. That high or it don't fucking count. So once again, we're about 15 minutes in. I got a cardiovascular level glisten and I entered zone 2 stage of fatigue. Almost zone 3. This is after 4 sets. Just to show you, I'm sweating everywhere. It ain't hot today or none. I just work out superior and you can too. You have noticed I don't ever travel that far, you know what I mean? I be putting in that fucking work, but like I'm lazy in the gym. I need to have all my workouts right next to each other. I do full body every day because like ain't no point to do shit except for full body. Now that we're done with upper body and core, we're gonna obliterate the fucking abs. You understand me? It ain't good enough for niggas like us to just hit some abs or do some little crutches. Gotta hit those motherfuckers. So, with these, you always want to get the push and pull exercise. So you might be wondering why I got dumbbells. Well, for both the workouts, that's going to work both our obliques and the center part of our core. You know, like where the part right above our stomach and shit. As you alternate, I'm a big advocate for free weights for this reason. As you alternate, different muscle groups are activated. In our war against inadequacy, our constant fight against gravity. Remind me of that Lil Wayne Dedication 2 song. And this is just a mixtape. I forgot the fucking song, but at the end of that bitch you go, and the shit like putting us down like gravity pulling, putting it down like gravity pulling, putting it down like gravity pulling me to the fucking ground. We're warriors, we don't fucking die. We multiply. Then our offspring tell our fucking story. With the very same weights you just fucking curled, take that straight to the mat. You should always have an ab mat near your workout station because every day you do full body. You understand me? You take this motherfucker, just like we're doing, like we did with deadlifts back when we just did like little diamond presses and stuff. We combine the two exercises for the benefit of our muscle groups. And we touch our knees to our elbows. This is after you hit the 400 sit-up mark. Pretty much go until failure. Go up 5 pounds every time you hit 100. We're gonna close out with standard deadlifts. These are about like your working weight, a little bit below, a little bit above, depending on the day. What you do is pretty much like hit it wide grip. Grab this motherfucker. Like you stole something, you understand me? So like while I was squatting, I fucked up my shoe. Just wanted to finish up my workout before I closed out this bitch. And this shit's fucking incredible, y'all. Look. I'm sweating like I jumped in a pool and shit. T-shirt look like I just got in a water gun fight and shit. The only guns I got is these motherfuckers though. So to close out, I want to talk about the very important ability of discernment. That's a Christian term, and it's the ability to tell genuine people from people that's just trying to get over. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of power in words, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a great deal of them for what you want to accomplish in life. I don't believe in none of that delusional manifestation shit, but I am a firm believer in, like, you know, magic and the unworldly, and, like, you know, all sorts of like forces of nature that we truly don't understand. Like, to a certain degree, like, you know, the human body can only experience a limited spectrum of reality, man. I mean, like, we're dealing with like 7 or 8 dimensions of shit that we don't even really understand, you know what I'm saying? But all that, like, crazy talk aside, I want you guys to repeat what I say in the videos after you see my advice work for me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm expecting to get fucking ripped. I see that in my future, and I always try to give my viewers positive affirmations. I want to, like, make you guys feel like you can destroy the fucking world by like bear hugging it if you wanted to. You want to do that as often as possible, and like use your power of discernment to, you know, wish well upon others. Like, avoid negative talk, a negative thought process, any of that shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, even like when you playing around, like, you know, people take the joke a little bit too far, man. You know, like, you really can't feed into anything other than like positivity. You got to give your all and your everything to trying to better yourself and better the people around you. And you can only do that if you're presenting yourself in the most positive light possible. You understand me? Now, like, maybe you got like people picking on you. Maybe you got like someone with a secret beef, etc., etc. All right, 2 paths. 1, like, have you ever considered not trying to get revenge on the motherfucker that, like, you know, secretly does that thing you hate, and then like you're like, oh yeah, motherfucker, well, I'm gonna do this. Like, I mean, like, let it be traffic, let it be like, you know, like your pace at work or whatever. Let it be just like little shit that like your brothers and sisters get on your nerves with, man. I mean, like, have you ever tried not seeking revenge? Have you ever just tried like living life? When we like just chill the fuck out a little bit more, and like we stop micromanaging, like, you know, people being people, bro. I mean, like, we just let life be life, and I mean, that's, you know, beautiful. And the second path is, if you are legitimately getting bullied, I mean, I apologize. I've dealt with it many years in my life, but I mean, like, after a while, like once you get strong enough, you just really stop giving a shit. My personal suggestion is, like, you know, focus on like your personal image. I'll tell you, like, as someone who has tried rigorously to understand the plights, problems, and pain of, like, you know, people that seem disgruntled by me in my mere existence, when it was legitimate, when I, you know, checked and double checked, made sure that I wasn't crazy, that, you know, someone was like trying to disrespect me and talk shit. Like, more than anything, when I'd go to check it, they'd instantly deny it, and then, like, you know, call me crazy, weird, you know what I'm saying? And, like, that's their victory if they're legitimately testing you, if they're legitimately fucking with you, bro. I mean, I don't know if it's like that for y'all, but I mean, I may, like, I make $1,000 if I show up for a friends and family discount wedding type shit. I mean, so, like, niggas gonna hate, man. I mean, and God knows, like, you probably have, like, a nice little hustle going on too, or whatever. It's like some little purpose that you're fulfilling at the time, bro. And I'm telling you, as someone who challenges the hecklers, don't take on the heckler. When you, like, even like pay too much attention to that, like, weird shit, man. I mean, it has a way to get in your head. When negative thoughts come across you or whatever, it don't matter if it's a motherfucker right behind you saying, talking shit about you. When negative thoughts come to your head, like, immediately think, where's this thought coming from? Why is it being delivered? What, like, and what would I be thinking about if I didn't think about that? And, like, more than anything, bro, you just, like, get past that, like, need to prove yourself. You just get that supreme discernment that more or less just completely absolves you of that misery, that miasma, that, like, funk or whatever. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't, like, need to, like, ever surrender your character, your victory, your game, and your frame. If you do it once, if you do it twice, if you do it 10 fucking times, it don't matter. Just stop doing it. Stop giving in to, like, the little traps that people set for you and shit. It ain't gonna matter if you argue with them. It ain't gonna matter if you talk to them. The best thing you could do is do you.